A bit different from my usual set, but if it starts to go to shit, then I'll probably slip back into that one. So, anyone in here ever had any experience with any sort of drugs? Put your hands up. Right, so there is a few. What were your starter drug, James?
Weed.
Weed, same here. What was yours? Starter drug? Favourite drug? MDMA?
My starter was probably nicotine.
Nicotine. So weed, and yourself at the back? Booze, yeah. Fair enough. Well, mine was weed, and the first time I tried weed, I'd been smoking nicotine for about 2 years probably. I was about 16. My friend had just come back from Amsterdam. He's like, mate, you need to try it. I've never tried drugs in my life. I never will. Come on, mate, it's not really a drug. Like, you already smoked tobacco. So I sat there and I had a joint with him before his paper round. And I smoked it like you would a cigarette as well. And oh my god, that paper round seemed to take fucking hours. And we got back to his mum's after, and we're in his bedroom, like we're hiding away from his mum, and he's going, "You don't look well." And I was white as a sheet, sweat dripping down me. I was like, "I just need to lay down, mate." I laid on the bed, like this starfish, thinking I was going to fall off the earth for about an hour and a half, just wishing I was dead. And you'd think that'd be enough to make me quit. But I've had every fucking smoker now. So you mentioned MDMA. My first time with MDMA, I was in town, similar situation. See, this is why I don't think you can call anything a gateway drug. I think your friends are your gateway fucking drug, if I'm honest. And my friend was like, I can get some E's. Does everyone know what E's are? Yeah. So I can get some E's. I was like, no, I think that's a bit too much for me. He's like, come on, I know how to do it safely. You try half first. If you're alright with that, you have another one. If you're alright with that, you have another one. I'm very aware that my dad sat right there right now, by the way. So anyway, I goes, go on, fuck it, give me half. But we had nothing to cut it in half. So eventually, boom, that one went down. This is in the centre of town. Not on a night out or anything, just on a Saturday afternoon, a nice sunny June afternoon. Anyway, it didn't do much, felt a bit tingly. Had a little Mitsubishi stamp on the front, you'll all remember Mitsubishis. So yeah, fuck it, here's another one. Had that one. Next thing, we started to play football, and I really fucking came up at that point. Like my jaw was over here. It was over here, my fucking eyes were vibrating. I'm gonna be honest, one of the best days of my life. But you get an honeymoon period with ecstasy, like all things, and then after you've done it a lot, and trust me, we were eating them like Skittles at one point, you get the come downs. Now the come downs aren't like a hangover, are they? Where you've got a headache, you feel a bit shit, you might have a bit of beer monkeys, a bit of anxiety, no. The come downs, you genuinely do want to kill yourself. You spend the whole time questioning your life, regretting every decision you've ever made. I used to have to get a friend, my friend Helen, to come round to my mum and dad's house when I was on a come down, just to lay in the bed next to me and tell me everything would be alright. So, anybody ever done drugs at a festival? Because that's an interesting one. So we went to Leeds Festival about 5-6 years ago now. And someone offered us a pill, and it was called a Barclaycard. It was bright red, it was about that long, little square thing. And I have never ever had anything like it in my life. Like, it blew my head off. I was sat on the floor next to my mate on the deck chair, holding onto his chair for dear life. White knuckles. He goes, you alright, mate? No. What's up? Tomorrow, you won't understand. What's up? Come on, tell me what's up. I feel like I'm going to fall off the floor. And every time he got up off the deck chair, I shouted at him to sit down because somehow that was anchoring me not to falling off the floor. But that wasn't the most interesting thing that happened at Leeds Festival. I was walking through, so you had it was called a Red Bull tent, I think. There was the patch of woods next to it. So me and my mate are walking through there, Joe swinging, happy, just chatting away. I love you, mate. I love you. I'll always love you, mate. And this guy was just laid on the floor, big smile on his face. Didn't have a clue what was going on around him. He just seemed happy. He just seemed at peace. So we rocked up. Fucking hell, mate, what are you on? You look alright. He goes, acid. Right, before I start this, I had never tried acid before. And I know what people say. Do it in a safe room with people you trust. Anyway, got chatting to the lad. He goes, do you want some? I was like, yeah. My mate's like, yeah. Took us to this tent, and no word of a lie, there was a menu of drugs and the prices written in highlighter on the side of the tent. So you've got weed, 3.5, 60 quid, because it's a fucking festival and they're all ripping you off. Acid, MDMA, ketamine, you name it, they had it. So we bought these 2 tabs of acid, me and my mate, chewed them, swallowed them after a while, nothing happened. Half hour later, they were shit, nothing's happened, they're shit. Do you want to go on that ride? Do you know one of them big fucking twirly ones that spin you upside down? I was like, yeah, fuck it, these aren't working, may as well have some fun. We sat there, strapped in, went up, it spun round, and all of a sudden everything fucking changed. And this ride seemed to go on forever, and I'm holding on for dear life like this, and I got off it, and I swear to God, walked off like this. People are going, you alright? Like, get away from me! And you know the little wooden walkways that you get at festivals? I spent 2 hours that night, I shit you not, thinking it was like a swinging bridge. And I was like this, all the way along this fucking bridge, and people were sat outside the tents having a drink and a smoke, just watching me. Forward and backwards, forwards and backwards. And if you've ever been to a festival, you'll know what the toilets are like there. Absolutely disgusting. I refused to use them. So one night I'd managed to live off anti-diarrhea tablets and everything to keep myself bummed up for a few days, and one night I was like, I've got to go, I can't go in there. So I ran through this row of tents, and there's this old gazebo there that the security were using as we got to go in. It was like 2-sided gazebo, big field, road across from it, no cars going up and down like the road coming into the festival. Thought I'll be safe here. So I'm crouched down, Joe's going, eyes are going, and this car come out of nowhere, this plane car. So I'm like, they won't see me, next thing, torch. Oh shit. Fucking car full of police, weren't it? So I've gone, stood up, ran, trousers still down my ankles, toilet roll still hanging out of my arse, through the row of tents. That was a scary, scary fucking night, I tell you. Went back to my mate's tent, and I laid down, and it was like being in the actual festival thing itself. I could see lights, I could see everything. And then you look over to the corner, and she got a badger skin rug. That wasn't a fucking rug, mate, I tell you that much now. In my mind, that was a fucking badger. So I started screaming for my mate. My mate's come running up thinking something's drastically wrong. I'm trying to scramble out of this tent. And then we went back to my tent that night, and my mate, for some reason, had dyed her hair pink on one side and blonde on the other. She was laying there asleep, and to me, have you ever seen the old Chubba Chub lollies? The strawberry and the vanilla ones? Yes, she woke up to me licking her head. Our friendship hasn't been the same ever since. But anyway, yeah, I've been Matthew Lowell. Thank you. Good night, honestly.